Hey, what's up, everyone? Welcome to my No Man's Sky video. This is Shalin Magi. This is episode 49. Last episode, a little recap. Let's see. So I became an overseer to an autophage settlement. So now I'm overseer to two settlements. Also, I updated my corvette. Um, at first, kind of due to due to necessity. It was really cramped, especially where like the ladder would lead me up to the cockpit, and I wanted to open up room. And when I did that, it kind of opened up a can of worms. And at that point, I was just like, you know what? I got the purple systems now. I'm in the end game content. I'm going to go ahead and use the I think they're called Aeon Corvette parts, only available through the Breach Expedition, which happened, I don't know, a while back. So I decided to really alter the look of my Corvette. Uh, oh, I got my last exocraft, so I got the Pilgrim, so now I have all my exocraft. And at this point, I don't know. Uh, Man, the game really wants you to do these, implement this new stuff, like with the whole gravity tool. It's not really my thing, but I don't really have any. That's it. As far as secondary missions, just very, very standard stuff, explore new systems, community research, base computer archives. That is something uh, that's pretty much ongoing. And then, of course, these settlements, which is pretty cool. Let's see. So, yeah, well, anyway, I've got my exocrafts are all I need to pretty much repair, or I wouldn't say repair, I would say initialize all the technology that I put in them. But I don't plan on like doing every single one because I don't really use every single one. I'm thinking here and there, initialize a piece or get it complete or whatever. What I was thinking about today was actually I kind of wanted to ride around a little while and search for some crash freighters. I'd like to go ahead and loot a crash freighter. That doesn't take long at all, really. Really, it's the riding around searching for them. But anyway, first things first, I think I will go ahead and debrief my guys, my frigates, and kind of go from there. Uh, Debrief them, send them out on a new mission, and maybe hit my two settlements, I'm guessing. Um, Maybe I start really getting a little serious about using these storage augmentations to start upgrading my starship and my corvette. And I just got another one of those. I don't know what they are, biological relics or something. I think at this point, every episode, I'm going to stop by the Runaway Mold 2 camp. Again, not so much to take out the mold, but to visit the relic exchange. There is a cooldown on that thing, so it appears that I can only uh, trade in one relic every, I don't know how long, but I wasn't able to just empty what I had. I could only get rid of one, so I think I'll start doing that. Like that right there, rare item found. That could be something I trade in there. Not too sure, but I believe it is the case. All right, units. Getting a bunch of units. Yeah, at some point it would be nice to maybe find a Star Destroyer looking freighter and purchase it. Only if it's a Class S though. So I'm thinking if that sort of thing works the same as like the way you get a Class S dreadnought, basically by having a restore point before you warp somewhere. If that's the case, then it would just be a matter of continuously warping into a system that has one of those freighters or something. But I don't know. That might be down the road a little bit, because for the most part, I mean, I don't really have much technology or anything on this freighter. I definitely have opened up some cool areas like where I'm at now. You know, the double architecture, or whatever it is, agricultural things. But as far as technology goes, I don't have much on my freighter. Uh, you know what? One thing I do know I want to do, and I'm in here right now with my nutrient processor, I do want to create a new recipe, and it's pretty much in my head right now. So the settlement, my Viking settlement, now that it is producing and not in debt, it's producing me resources. The resources I chose was frost wort or frost root. I think it's frost wort, and hex seed or whatever. Anyway, it's the thing that you can make the anomalous tart with. So first thing I'm going to do is look for the hex something. Hexaberry. So I believe if you take that and you mix it with sugar, processed sugar, now it already just wants to make steamed vegetables, but that's not what I want. Yeah, that's what I want. Anomalous jam. So that'll add that to my recipe book, which is cool. But then if you mix that anomalous jam with a pie case, you get the anomalous tart, which gives you plus 54 to plus 54% to your resources mined. Um, it's incredible um, what that will do if you've got your Opti drill in a supercharged slot. It's incredible what those two things will do when you hit some runaway mold. It virtually 4 to 5 X's um, what you gathered. Let's see here. So, I think I passed it. Pie case. Oh, you know what? There we go. No, that was high fiber pie. So I need a pie case, and I've got 20 of them. So if I mix that with this anomalous jam right here, then I get the anomalous tart, which is really, really great. I looked up online what Remembrance does, and it does a whole bunch. So first off, if you line it up next to your star seed, you get an adjacency bonus, right? Um, Beyond that, before that, even if you didn't line this thing up, like if it was in a different slot, it gives you core health upgrade, right? So it increases your health pool. If you line it up next to this, the adjacency bonus, I believe it increases your core health even more. Also, it said, and I was never aware of this, but it said that by having Remembrance, you can go to space stations and access, I don't know, something about Atlas 2, Atlas 3, things. Now, maybe this just allows me to open up the barrels that you need an Atlas 1 or 2 pass for. I'm not sure. Maybe I'll try that because that is not something that I purchased on the Anomaly. So I'm going to go ahead and send these guys out. All right, and I want to go with the hardest one first, which is definitely this one. It's got more light years than that. And this is trade. So, of course, support, and let me put a raider. Okay. Or, nah, I'll just put that guy. All right, Voyage of Discovery. Exploration. And let's see. Yeah. Okay, so I don't. So I'll go with a C support. So C support, S exploration. I'm gonna send my raider. He's A, and then just finish it off with them guys. All right, industrial, no problem. S class. C class. Okay. And A class. So I've got 1, 2, 3. So I just need a support in the combat. So I'll send a C class combat, and I guess B class support. Good mixture there. All right, balanced. Combat. Exploration, trade, support, and industrial. Yeah, that's definitely balanced. And then combat, pretty easy. Combat, support, combat, support, and let's get the C class in there, help him level up. All right, everyone, I'm going to go ahead and just talk to my frigates, and then probably sort out some of my inventory. Then I'm going to hit the settlements. So I'll meet you there. Hey, I'm in my settlement, everyone. So I'm going to go ahead and oh, you know what? So I went ahead and I organized my inventory, and I went ahead and made 5 stasis devices just to obviously get more units, but also to, since stasis devices use so many resources, it's just sort of a way to manage your inventory. You can really eat up a lot of space that's just kind of stuff's gathering in. So I went ahead and made 5 of those. I'm going to sell those. But for now, let's get started on the normal thing here. Okay, so current population. So we need a lot more population. Oh, guide settlement manager, personal geneticist. Azix feels they could make a greater contribution to the life of the settlement. They only ask that the overseer direct the efforts wherever they are most required. Search for cost savings. Okay. And so I'll meet you at the building I'm about to unveil, which is right outside the overseer's office. So let me go ahead and juice myself up here with some frost protection. Get this thing upgraded. 57,000 well, 57,000. Oh, it's S-Class now, so 84,000. Okay. And that's from the crystallized helium. Yeah, advanced sleep pod. Ionized cobalt. Gonna have to call in the Corvette for that. Yeah, beautiful, beautiful new Corvette. Want to get this thing up to B or A class or something. I mean, it sucked fighting in this thing though. The last episode, that was rough. I gotta be honest. All right. Ooh. Okay. I need to remember. Okay, so yeah, my number one storage is back here now. Not used to having the access up here at the cockpit. So, all right. Right, and I probably should port, but I'm just going to fly to Mother Settlement. They're both in this system, so I'll meet you at the autophage settlement. You know what? The Corvette looks amazing. However, this top pyramid on top, I think it makes it too tall, 3 levels. I'm thinking of just taking that off, right? Have it be a little bit more, I guess you could say, aerodynamic or whatever. So I'm definitely going to do that. That's not a major thing. Let's go ahead and unveil this before we go to the overseer's office. 2 quantum computers. I think I might be able to make that. So I just need microprocessors to make these and antimatter. Okay. Oh, hey everyone. I just wanted to share this with you. Actually, this is something I just discovered myself, right? So I'm going to need to make a little bit of pure ferrite. All right. So go ahead and do that real quick. Not going to need too much, like 25 or 24. Let's just do 24. So check this out. You probably know just by watching my Fresh Start videos, if not, if you've seen my resource videos on my channel, that activated indium, exactly the same as activated quartzite. You take activated indium, right, and you put it in a refiner, you get 1 activated indium makes 4 chromatic metal, right? And you probably also know that if you add ferrite dust to that, it makes magnetized ferrite. 1 of each makes 8 magnetized ferrite. Something I wasn't aware of if you actually mix pure ferrite. So we look at the ratio 1 activated indium makes 4 chromatic metal. If we add some pure ferrite to that, we get the 1:8 ratio, making 8 chromatic metal, which is pretty incredible, right? I mean, very cool. So, yeah. So that's a great new way to make the chromatic metal. Get way more of it for less. So, okay, let me make these 2, and then I should be able to pump out, what was it, 3 quantum computers? Let me double check that real quick. Was it this? I don't think it was this building. No, it's right here. Oh, 2 quantum computers. Okay. So let's get that taken care of. Commercial exchange. So that should have something to do with maximizing output production. I just need to get to the freaking overseer's office. It is pretty hard to see, but I believe this is it right here. Yeah. Okay. So pretty much did what I had to do here. Hey everyone, I decided before I go to Runaway Mold 2 to sell that artifact. I am here at the gas giant, and first things first, let's go ahead and summon my exocrafts, and I'm going to go ahead and feed the machines, basically. And I guess, I don't know, by the middle or end of this episode, I can go ahead and grab whatever is in here. All right, now off to the activated quartzite. Oh, you know what? I have in this system, I do have a quartzite autonomous unit set up, so I'm going to hit that too before I go to Runaway Mold. Right. Okay. But with that one, I am going to have to fly there because I did not set up a base. I just put a safe beacon. And that's it right there. Wow, my Corvette was really high up in the atmosphere for me to be able to leave, to get out of the atmosphere of the gas giant so quick. Usually that's a little bit of a thing. All right, yeah, I'll meet you at the Runaway Mold 2. All right, everyone, pretty much here at the artifact exchange spot. Wow. So it gives. Is this like a once a week thing, or? Man, that's crazy. Hey everyone, I'm back at the base. Hey, I want to show you something here, okay? So I've got I've got my Opti drill in the supercharged slot right now, okay? And as you can see, my inventory, I have no runaway mold. All right. I'm going to hit just one of these right now. Now this is without a food buff, okay? No food buff. However, I do have the Opti drill thing. So this is what I get, all right, from killing one of these runaway mold. 690, right? Not bad. Now, with the Opti drill in that supercharged slot, giving me 88 plus, right? And that's close enough to 100 where I'll just say double. So essentially, without that equipped in a supercharged slot, I would have probably got like 300, maybe 300. No, I would have probably got like 350, maybe 400, right? Because the OptiDrill almost doubles it. Watch what happens when I intake one of these anomalous tarts. Okay? I'm just going to eat one. And since I'm going to do that, 10 minutes. So it would make sense for me to hit this and then immediately go to my other runaway mold camp. So I've got this buff now. Now watch what happens. So I've got 690 just from hitting one. 4,000, right? So essentially, I got 3,000, somewhere around 3,000, a little more than 3,000 just for hitting one compared to 690. So it's pretty insane. So this one camp of runaway mold here, and I've already got, I don't know how much nanites. I've got a good amount of nanites. If I take this camp out and the camp out at my original runaway mold, I would probably have enough to take my Corvette from a C class to maybe an S class, but I'm definitely guaranteed an A class. I just have to go and refine this mold. That's what I got now. Yeah, so I'm gonna take these dudes out. I'm gonna get a whole stack of freaking runaway mold, basically, because Corvette's pretty painful to. It's pretty painful driving that thing. It's rough. Not that making it go from a C class to an S class is going to make it easier in the beginning, because you still got to unload technology spots and upgrade it with modules, but it's a start. All right. And you know what? Before that, let me see what I got. So yeah, I've got a bunch in my inventory too. Back inventory at in my storage unit. So I think I'm going to take this group out, and then I'll meet you on the freighter. All right, get these guys moving. And basically profit. All right. You see where that put? Yeah, that's nuts. All right, so I'll meet up with you all. All right, everyone. I'm at my Cobalt base, and I just loaded up every one of these refiners here with mold. So That's basically 10,000 nanites right there. And so now I can go back to my home base and do the same thing. All right, back at the main base, home base, and I've got these 5 bad boys cooking up some mold, and I got a little bit left over. I'm just going to throw in here. Ooh, I don't have room to throw in there. So I think I might have a refiner at my gold silver base. I may have to stop there real quick, actually, just to throw some mold in there as well. I've got 9,000 nanites, so I think I've got enough nanites to actually pretty much go from C class to B class, but I'm not sure. I'm going to go ahead and port to my gold base. Hey everyone, I'm at my gold, oxygen, and silver base. I'm going to throw down 2 medium refiners up in here, and I'm going to cook the rest of this mold up. And, I think this planet is really good. Missing component. Oh, wow, I need some more magnetized ferrite. Okay. Let me go ahead. You know what? I might as well just go ahead and make 3 of these. How much do these things take? Okay, so 100 apiece. Alright, so I'm good. I just need more jelly here. 5 more. Alright, and I can make 3. I think I'm going to have to move this little guy for now. Stick him right there. Maybe put a large refiner. Not now, but eventually throw a large refiner in here. Put 3 of these in here for now. Yeah, so what I was going to say is this is kind of the perfect planet type to search for a crashed freighter, because there is no weather conditions to be concerned about. So I think I'm going to do that. I'm going to call in my starship as opposed to my corvette, and I'm going to just pretty much fly close to the ground for a while. When I find a freighter, I'll catch back up with you all. And I've seen these before. I'm not exactly sure what they are. Yeah, I have no idea what this thing is. I wonder if I can fly through it. Something of interest here. Got sort of a monolith type structure. I think this will give us a relic or a ruins thing. As I touch the obelisk, images of the planet's ancient past flood my mind. Terrible beginnings of the Gek have been absorbed. This strange stone, and their tale seems desperate to escape. All who hear our words know of our might. Those who oppose us are broken to our will. Behold the power of the Gek firstborn. Galaxies lie at our feet. We are eternal. Help with the past. Okay. Cool, we'll go check that place out. And that was really close. I mean, literally. Alright, so definitely rather do a crash freighter because there's always a chance of getting salvage frigate module or even a storage augmentation. However, these things are cool to do. There we go. Get that revealed. Okay. And then go from there. First one. Okay. Now there's a Gravitino ball, but I have not seen any Sentinels on this planet whatsoever. I guess they're here, but okay. So this ruin is pretty much complete. Go ahead and open up the big chest at the bottom here. All right. Treasure, record, terrifying sample. All right, everyone. I'm going to continue my search for a crash freighter. You know what? I should try one of my exocrafts. Not exactly sure which one has a scanner that's actually up and running. Maybe the first one, the roamer radar. So I've got 2 radars in here. Yeah, let me see. Trade outposts, depots, ruins, alien structures. Yeah, let's check. Try to find an alien structure. 3 minutes. Yeah, I'm just gonna go ahead and take my starship there. Maybe it'll be a monolith that has the Atlantean weapons. Right. Yeah, no luck finding any crash freighters. I could check maybe one of my other exocrafts. I don't know. Yeah, this might be a site, and that looks like Hexaberry right there. Yeah, it is. Very cool. Definitely take that. All right. Yeah, I don't think this is one of the places with the tools. This is like one of the places where okay, relic. Strange feeling grips hold of me. My visions begin to swim. I am here, but not here. Beware. The ancient structure swings open to reveal a body encased in ice. It is a patchwork of different body parts. Its ragged beak appears to have been stitched on with animal gut. A handwritten sign in the language of the ancient traders can be seen above the body's head. Some sort of fuel would most likely melt the ice. Melt ice. Creature's eyes flick open. Its hands leap around my throat. With a struggle, I force it back into the depths of the disapproving monolith. Danger, exosuit damage. Oh, okay. So, yeah, I'm going to fly a little bit more, but I'm thinking my refiners are probably getting close to being done cooking that stuff up. So, I'll catch up with you. Oh, yeah, some pirates want my stasis devices. Come on. All right, cool. Man, it seems like it'd be more effective just flying up here to be able to spot freaking. Oh, wow, another one. Okay, come on. Okay. I'm just gonna hit base. Yeah, because I'm not really seeing anything. Go hit my 3 bases, pick up my resources that I've been cooking up, and hit a space station, I guess. All right, everyone. I'm in a new system. I'm in a system that's right next to the gas giant system, the purple system. So, since I'm at a new space station, I'm going to go ahead and do a quick upgrade here. And I'm going to go with technology. And I do have, in that pirate battle up in space, I did get a module scatter blaster. I'm just going to sell that. And I'm going to, you know what? Let me check these missions here real quick. Another multi-tool item. Yeah, I'm going to take that. Let's see if there is a good market for my stasis devices. I mean, actually, I'm probably just going to sell them anyway. It doesn't matter at this point. Let's sell this mold. An appalling relic. Yeah, I'm going to sell that. Whatever. Not too worried. Anyway, I'm going to summon in my corvette. And I'm going to go ahead and upgrade this thing to a class, well, a class B for now. If I have enough, I'll take it to a class A. Oh, yeah. Easy. Alright, so Class B, that doesn't open up any slots for me, but maybe it supercharged a slot. Yeah. Okay, so I got a supercharged slot there, and of course I got the one right here. Hey everyone, I actually I did what I said I was going to do earlier. I took that big diamond piece off the top, and I changed the cockpit to the Thunderbird cockpit. It just seems to work much better with this piece underneath. Had to remove a couple shields in order for the landing gear to even sort of be able to be put there. I removed one of the photon cannons. I'm not a big fan of those anyway, but in the Corvette you cannot remove the photon cannon, so unfortunately I use that instead of the intra knife. Just because of the combination, I go from cyclotron rocket. I hit them with the cyclotron, basically takes their shields down, stops them in their tracks. Then I hit them with a rocket, and that does a lot of damage. And I normally finish them off with an infra knife, but in the case of a Corvette, I just use the photon cannon in place of the intra knife because I'm not trying to switch weapons. I kind of got a system down for how I do that. But yeah, I think it's better without the extra top piece. And plus it actually hold on here. Plus, it actually opened up a couple slots, and it really didn't weaken anything except for the damage potential. The damage potential was 147. I do have a couple of cyclotron modifications. I may grab another one if they have it. Unfortunately, I may grab a photon cannon upgrade just because you're kind of stuck with those in the Corvette. Definitely will probably get oh, there we go, cyclotron and a pulse engine upgrade. Starship shield, hyperdrive. Of course, I'm not going to be able to put all these in right now. All right, everyone, I'm back, and so here are my current numbers. So my damage, before, I think it was damage potential was 147, but certainly my hyperdrive and my maneuverability went up, obviously, because I added the Class S, and then I added this Class S. So, and really, man, the maneuverability on this thing was really bad. So, yeah, I'm good with that. I don't mind the small little drop in damage. Anyway, I think before I end the episode, I'm going to go ahead and do that mission I got from this guy. So I will meet you. Let me see what I got here. Unmarked merchandise. Okay, so I'm just going to have to go up in, leave the space station, and it should be marked, or I might have to go into the galaxy map. Whoa, why am I getting stuck right there? That was odd. Okay. Alright. See if I can tell the difference once I get out here flying a little bit. Yeah, it feels a little more responsive now. Let's see. Galaxy map. Alright, it's right there. Easy enough. Got another system. Maybe I'll hit the space station here, get a suit upgrade. Okay, and actually, since I'm right here, yeah, I'm going to do that right now, and I'll meet up with you when I'm on the space station. I'm actually gonna check the exocraft guy. I might buy some technology from him, preferably some sort of sheet. So the Humboldt drive is for the submarine, so I'll go ahead and get that. And so that's all that he has. Okay. All right. I'm just going to go ahead and real quick upgrade my suit again with a technology slot this time again, as opposed to inventory. And all I got to do is offload this Corvette shield module into my Corvette cache, and I will meet you on my way to the planet. All right, there we are. Paradise or overgrown pen. Looks like we have aggressive sentinels. All right, well, may not even encounter any. Pretty much just looking for a trade post to deliver this item. So that should be really simple. There it is right there. Okay. Yep. All right. There we go. All right. Pretty much upgrade for my next multi-tool. All right, everyone. So I am going to port back to my freighter. I will meet you there. Hey, everyone. So that's almost about it. I've got a couple minutes, and what I'm going to do with that couple minutes time is I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to hit that runaway mode 2 farm and just blow them up and pretty much have enough so that I can take my Corvette up to a class in the next episode. I've got 17,000 nanites right now, so I just need 10,000 more, really. So I'm going to do that, and I'm probably going to... I got a couple things that would probably make sense for me to cook up in my refiners. Might as well just be ahead of the game. So I'm going to go ahead and consume one of those anomalous tarts, because they are amazing. Absolutely. All right. I'm just going to blow these guys to smithereens. I think after the episode ends, I may go back to my original base and just kind of finish up where I built the Exocraft platforms yesterday. I didn't put any sort of rails on the side, so I'll probably do that. I may color it. Just really insignificant, unimportant stuff. And yeah, I think that'll be it. So let me see. I've almost got 18,000, and I've got some runaway mold in my inventory I really do need to get rid of. So yeah, I think that's good. I'll meet you at the base. All right, everyone. I'm at my base. I've got the refiners down there cooking up this mold, and yeah, I think once I log out, I'm probably going to color this pad. Maybe I'll color my Exocraft vehicles, and maybe I'll upgrade a few of them, or initialize sort of the upgrades in them, like get these things working. Throw some rails on the side here, and that should be about it. But for this episode, that's pretty much it. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace out.